What is up, you guys? Time for another bag review from me. This is the Bellroy Shift Pack, okay? Now, there are a lot of amazing things about this bag. It is not perfect. There's a few ways I would rearrange the pockets inside, have some more access for pockets on the outside, but there's some shit to talk about in here. Okay, now I'm gonna walk you through every nook and cranny on this bag, but first, here's a few points that I think you should know about this bag. First and foremost, it is a very fancy basic bag, is what I'll say. It's like a fancy basic, or it's like an elegant, useful bag. It's interesting because basic roll top design, expandable, so that you can actually use this and like just cut, like fill it up full of stuff, and then just rake that thing close. I love this latch, by the way. So it's a very functional kind of bag. However, all of the components, all of the little designy elements, even the way this latch works, the materials on the outside as well as the lining on the inside, and the mesh that they use for the pockets, the little hoods for the zippers, right? The padding that they use in here, and the padding in the back, and the material that they use to cover that padding, and this handle with the leather accent, which I don't know why I love so much. All of these things end up feeling very quality. They feel really elegant. They feel like a kind of fancy. And I mean it more like bougie. It's like bougie. It's like, yes, I like nice things. Yes, those nice things have to work well. Okay, so that's my first point on this bag, is that it's elegant, functional, it's fancy, basic. I kind of really like where this lands on that. Point number two is it's very well suited for a large number of uses. You've got kind of like this is easily a work bag for most of us. It's like actually the ideal work bag for a lot of us, because the style, the aesthetic, like fits what we need it to look like. It's like upscale. It's like the nicer side of casual. But due to this roll top design, we could really fill up a lot of things inside here. We could really use this for a lot of stuff. It's got some decent organization in here. I would fix some of the organization. We're gonna get into that in a second. But I've got my tech gear. I've got my quick access. I'm comfortable on my bike ride. Okay, so my second point here is just that it is a very multi-use kind of bag, and that's nice. Okay, point number three here is that I would actually upgrade, update, edit the organization of this bag a little bit. Okay, you've got one quick access pocket here. What I would do is I would actually make that a little bit larger. It feels just tight to get things in and out of. It's not impossible. For instance, I just keep my glasses case in here, right? It easily, when you're using it for just something simple like that, easy. Done deal. However, I like to use this pocket for a few other things. I'd like to fit a little more stuff, like this to be a little more usable. Small opening, not much dimension and space inside. That's one place I would upgrade on this bag. Another place I would upgrade is actually inside the bag. Okay, so let's go inside this bag here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to talk this through. So you see at the top here, that's a little place I put my notebook, all right? That is a little zippered compartment that, honestly, I wish this top thing, I wish there was more I could do. This right here is a mesh, a beautiful, lovely mesh, like place for your water bottle. Water bottle goes really nicely into there. And then there's another little guy right here, which is like perfect size for your glasses case or something like that. Then you've got your laptop compartment here and an iPad sort of thing right here. I would definitely have made this something stretchier. This is really tight. You can just barely put something in there. I think using more of a mesh, a double layer mesh or something like that, similar in the Evergoods bag, what they do there, I think that would be useful. I could throw a book, I could throw a sweater, anything that I want to keep inside here that's separate from the other stuff in the bag. Okay, so there's a few things I would actually update on the organization here. I feel like there's nothing big, medium pocket size enough for me. For instance, that zippered pocket that I use for my notebook up there, kind of a quick access pocket. I think I need a little more space than that. That's nice for putting like dongles and lots of little stuff in. It'd be good to have a pocket that size there. But I think instead of having one of those right in the middle, I would probably go with two little bit larger pockets on the sides. We lose our Our water bottle pocket, potentially, if we do that, I might be okay with that. I do like the materials of the water bottle pocket. I do like that it keeps my water bottle vertical and off my other stuff. All of that to say, it's not, it might not be perfect for you. And that's okay. The perfect bag actually doesn't exist, right? Have you figured this out? Many of us are beginning to, where it's like, what you need is the right bag for your next set of adventures, whether they be for the next year or for the next 10 years or for the next 50 years, right? So when you find a bag that will last long enough, that has the right look, that has the nice kind of aesthetics and details and the organization that makes you feel like, I like using this bag, then it feels great. For me, in using this bag, I've loved the kind of comfort and the aesthetic of it so much that I can kind of let slide that it's missing some pockets on the inside, or that I don't have a good medium-sized pocket, because what that means is I end up filling up the bag with more stuff. It's more of just a sack, like a large sack. And those of you out there with large sacks know that there's a lot of valuable things in a large sack sometimes. Okay, so I would update the organization. It's not perfect organization for me, and it's still been a dope bag to use. Now, finally, my final point here is it's just utterly comfortable. These straps have this, it's a very unique kind of padding, especially when your bag doesn't have very much stuff in it. The padding is able to expand a bit, feels nice and cushy. When you have a lot of stuff in there, the padding obviously compresses a bit. It feels less special in that way, but I actually carry this with a little bit of stuff more often than I carry it with heavy stuff. Okay, so I am 5'10" and about 190 pounds, something like that. And that's what this bag looks like on me. Here it is. Okay, let's quickly go through all the features and things on this bag because they're pretty interesting. Starting with this latch. I fucking love this latch. You heard it here first. This thing is dope. Metal clip basically sewn in. There's a big metal bar back here, or plastic bar that is attached to. Actually, this might be plastic. It feels like metal. And then you've got these nice thin loops. In use, this has been really fucking easy to get, pardon my French, easy to get things in and out of. This has been an awesome latch. When I think of a latch, I think of being able to just quickly and easily get it where I need to go. Then what that does for me is it means there's no water getting in. As you can see up here, the opening is right up underneath there. Can you see that? The opening is right up underneath there. So anywhere I latch this over, I'm basically protected from the rain, even at the very top. And then if I go anywhere lower than that, I'm like totally protected from the rain. So the weatherproofness is dope on that. But I'm rarely out in like a deluge. What matters way more to me is how this works and what it's like to actually open and close. And I love that I've got just a one hand, like I do have to aim. You do have to aim to get this right, but this feels like a very innovative, interesting, awesome latch for a bag that can fit just a bunch of stuff, have a little quick access pocket, very comfortable. Using this latch every single day is a total upgrade in my life. I don't know if they've patented this, but I suspect we're gonna see a lot more stuff like this if they haven't, because this is delightful to use. I should also mention there's a zipper on the outside here, which allows you to get into the main sack of the bag, right? So I can just get to my headphones through there without opening this whole thing up. But whenever I get to the cafe, I always need to get my laptop anyways, so this comes open. I pull my laptop out. It's got a nice laptop case, laptop place to store your laptop, not as good as some of their others. One of the things you'll notice on this bag is it is like, I had to use my phone with a light to show you inside. It is dark, it is cavernous, it is deep. A lot of bags like this these days are making a zipper that goes down right here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Somehow incorporating that zipper into this so that there's a zipper with a zipper on the bottom you could lift up and a zipper on the top so you can really open it up clamshell basically might be interesting. It does throw off the aesthetics, the clean look of this bag, and it is profoundly clean. But you will notice in use that it is like you're going in and you're looking at stuff. There's definitely, You can see it with the light coming from somewhere, but like you kind of have to get this in the right angle to see what's what. And I'll say that the laptop compartment is nice. It is totally padded. It's pulled off the bottom of the bag. It's a killer laptop compartment. However, it's a little tighter than I wanted it to be. Like I wanted it to go to like, I want my laptop to be able to slide really quickly and easily in and out. And it's a little bit tight for my 15-inch MacBook Pro. And like I said before, the tablet sleeve right on top of that, a little bit tight, especially when your laptop's in there, right? So with smaller laptops, you're stoked. I feel like it's perfect. I wish it was a little more spacious for the laptop and the padding. And I do, or sorry, the iPad. The tablet thing I actually do wish was a stretchy mesh, like a dual layer stretchy mesh. You could throw a book, you could throw lots of magazines, you could throw, you could shove a sweater into there, and it's like hiding up against the panel on the back of your bag. That means you can get into everything else. Your sack is very sacky still, which is nice. I like the sackiness of this bag. I'm a sack fan. I'm a sacky kind of guy myself, especially when the temperature gets hotter. I mentioned it before, the lining on the inside of this bag is quite nice. The pockets that it does have, like the mesh on the damn like water bottle holder is again one of those things, another part on these Bellroy bags that's just like, dude, that is so nice. I like the feel of it. Bellroy makes a pretty big story about sustainable materials, the sustainability of their materials, the leather and stuff like that. Now that is a pretty trendy thing to say you're about. I don't know how much they are. For instance, I know that the Boundary Supply guys are only working with Blue Sign certified manufacturers and products, materials. I love that level of standard. That's like Patagonia does that. Everybody does it. I don't know if this is Blue Sign certified. So Bellroy, if you're there, answer us in the comments. I'll pin that shit. One of the things I got used to with this bag is I'm back into my always need you, never want to see you. This I will put a link to in the show notes, the description below. It's a little tech pouch that I kind of always have in my bags. And then normally I just have it somewhere. I call it the always need you, never want to see you. I try to hide it somewhere. On this bag, I would maybe hide it in the tablet thing, but it's too tight to do that and get my laptop in and out of. So what I ended up doing was I always need my spare hard drive, my Glyph Atom RAID hard drive. I'll put a link to this in the description. I think this is the best external hard drive money can buy right now, and my iPad or my MacBook charger. So what I've done is I just start laying these into here, zip it up most of the way, like so that whenever I get to the cafe, I can just kind of grab this thing. Everything's in it. It's shoved into the bottom of the bag just somewhere, and I can grab it easily. Blind, I can look in here, I can grab that, and I can grab my laptop. That's nice with this bag because it is kind of awkward to be needing to look all the time. So if you have a bunch of little things and you're feeling around, that's better. Or if you just have like a couple things and you feel around and you know exactly what you need, that's even better. All right, let's talk about some other bags. You've seen me mention this a bunch. This is the Trakke Bannoch bag. I love this bag for a very similar aesthetic, a little fancier, a little more heritage, okay? This is a more expensive bag. You're paying for this like kind of classic heritage materiality here. The material that they're using, all of it is like sourced unbelievably. It's like hand shucked out in like the UK. All the buckles and the way things work is phenomenal. It's more of like a heritage bag. So if you're interested in a more authentic sort of luxury, kind of honest luxury, check out Trakke and the Bannoch backpack because I think this is very stylish for work right now and for the next decade or so. This bag's only going to get better over time. That's one to look at, the Trakke Bannoch. I'll put a link to that in the description below at this time code. If you're staying with the fancy, we've got the Bolt from Waterfield, the Bolt backpack. I think for a lot of you boomers especially, this is like one of the sexiest things out there. And even for me, I think it has, for instance, on the back, like this is where a lot of people my age or younger will go like, what is that? I don't like the aesthetics back here that much. Still lovely, well designed. Listen, guys at Waterfield, it's still lovely and well designed. Still one of my favorite bags to use of all time. Just the size, the way the organization works, the material, the fucking materiality of this is awesome. I really like the materiality of this too. This is different. It's more heritage, more old world, more natural and earthy. The Bolt backpack from Waterfield is killer. Link to that in the description below at this time code. Going for a little more adventure-y, a little more technical. These are both from Boundary Supply, the Errant, a brand new one right now, and their Prima system. Both of these are exceptional. This one's got a little more space. This one's a little more modern-y, techie vibe, a little more Elon Musk, a little more Indiana Jones, but like he also has a Tesla. Both of them are killer bags, great to use, lots of space, lots of tech, lots of organization, great materials, all Blue Sign certified stuff. I'm a huge fan of these right now. They're heavier, they're a little more serious. They're especially built for like adventure-y type of things. And even if you don't go on adventures, like they're still a blast. So check out the link down below to the Boundary Supply Prima and the Boundary Supply Errant. And then finally, because it's back in stock, or about to be back in stock, the Evergoods CPL, the Civic Panel Loader. One of my favorite bags to use of all time. It is not gonna let you down. It is small and streamlined, but you'd be amazed how much you can fit in this sucker, okay? It's a little tiny package. Nice little minimal, kind of technical bro-y look. Got an outside pocket, couple pockets on the inside. This is that flexy thing that I wish they would have made the iPad sleeve out of on that bag so I can fit stuff in it. And then you've got a separate laptop compartment. Very lovely materials. Picks up a little dirt. It's definitely more of a man's bag. And I think that's why I'm so attracted to it, because I'm always trying to be a man. Check out in the description below for a link to my video on this one. I've done a video on, I think, all of these guys. And that is it for the Shift Pack from Bellroy. I think it's a fucking dope-ass pack. I think it's going in my quiver of like things I gotta pull out occasionally to show you like, this hits the functional, stylistic, balance in a way that's very interesting. So I hope you dig it. Listen, I am putting all of my bag recommendations together for you at bagworks.co. All right. You can go to bagworks.co/now or just bagworks.co and hunt around or whatever and find all my current recommendations. This is for travel. This is for daily carry. This is for minimal travel. This is for packable backpacks, right? Anything that you can need. I think those are basically the 4 categories of bag you might need to have. You got to have a good daily carry bag. You got to have a solid travel bag. You may need a packable bag that goes inside a larger travel bag. You may need a minimal travel bag that you can use for travel on smaller trips as a daily carry when you get there. Anyways, I'm passionate about one bag travel and having things that don't suck, that make me feel like life is worth living. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I like products like these, is because they feel like I can live my life with this pack. They feel like they make room for the things that I need to carry both emotionally and physically. I just need my headphones. I need my headphones and I need my mommy. And I think with that we better stop there. Don't know what else is about to come out. Right. Thank you for watching. Bagworks.co/now. Bagworks. Right now, there's some dude in Belfast going like, oh! All right, guys, talk to you later. Thanks for watching. As always, please subscribe. I'm asking you to subscribe. You subscribe if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. Use my links in the description below when you purchase, because some of those links mean I get paid, and this is what I do for a living. Follow along, because I'm learning how to be a professional internet person. Goodbye. Bagworks.co. JSreeves.net. Those are the websites.
I guess those are the websites.
Yeah,
I guess
wanting us to...
I guess go check out what he's up to or something like that. Yeah, looks nice.